Wow. Thanks, robot. I appreciate it. That's pretty exciting. I'm not going to go check because I'm just going to believe that it worked okay because it sent me a message. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it might be, where you are. Hello. Thank you for joining me. My name is James. I use he, him pronouns. I'm going to be sorting some magic cards today. We've got a lot to sort. I'm going to get through it. So hopefully we're going to do an hour today and we're going to finish sorting S and go from there. See how we can do. How you doing? So I was talking to myself at the beginning of the stream about my bot, my robot. I have taught it how to start the stream automatically because I'm across the room from the machine that's actually doing the streaming. I'm over here in the sorting area, and I had a bit of a brainwave because the last couple of times I've done that, I've got it to begin the stream, and then I've had to run over to make sure it's doing it because I'm not really sure if the system's working, because none of the systems that I build work perfectly. Everything that I do is a kludge. Everything I do is, unfortunately, not very refined. So it is what it is. And we will deal with that. However, the SI has been done, which is great. So a bit of a kludge. So what I realized I could do, though, is I could add an additional command to the instruction that began the stream and have it message the chat and say stream started, which I've done, and it did. So I assume it's working. Now let me see, let's do SA, because then we can start on reorganizing things so that everything's all together. These are all R's. Okay. What a mess, what a mess. Shieldsy for realsy, hi! Hey fella, good to see you. Thanks for popping in. I saw Jay in the street the other day and he said he started working for the ATO. So that's a bit nice. A, E, A, I. There'll be some vowels. Okay. So we'll go from there. Probably got a lot of Sakuras as well. Mr. Shieldsy for realsy. How you doing? What a strange set of world circumstances we live in. But... oh no. Aww. R-O-N-A, Rona. That's the suck, man. That's awful. Oh. Well, I guess that means lots of Netflix. It's your opportunity to watch this. There you go. Bravo. You will live. You're young and healthy. You've got all of the... what's the opposite of a comorbidity? Like a co-longevity? RST. Sarkin. We love you, you giant. Sarkin. Okay, more Saheelis, more Samits. More Sarkins. Great. Slowly but surely. So after we found that unlimited Savannah Lions the other day, sold it. That was pretty nice. One fewer card to have to sort. GHI? Yeah, no idea. There are so many words for so many things. No one can possibly know them all. Sanctum, Sage, Sakashima, Sakatumi, Savor, Savor it. Did you savor it? Safi Sacred. I'll put this other Safi Sacred. There we go. Anti-morbidity, yeah. Like most things, not actually important. Sapling, Salt Road, KL. Sarkin. So, one step closer to... I guess the other thing I need to keep reminding myself is that once we've done S was the biggest pile, right? So it's... So a phrase I've been thinking about recently is it's all downhill from here, because it means both things, right? It's like bi-monthly. It's all downhill from here. Often is used to mean it just gets worse from here. Like, you've made it this far and now it just gets worse and worse. But it being downhill means it's an easier ride, yeah? So you've worked so hard to get up to this height, and now it's all downhill from here. It's all going to be okay. All going to be okay. Sabertooth Sacred Sadistic. Sakura. Okay, that's the ace? That was it? Hallelujah, chorus. Alright. Sawtusk. Savvy's double V, that's got to be up there. Savra, Saver, Savannah, Savai, Satya E, Satya W, Satya S. So we've got Sarkin D, Sarkin S, Sarkin F, Sarkin T, Sarkin U, Sarkin V. Got Sarkins? Gee. Sarkin D's. SAS. No SAS. Saproling Burst. Saproling Symbiosis. Saproling Sapling. Sanctum of Fruitful. Sanctum of Tranquil. Sanctum of Eugene. Sanguine. Sanctum of All. Sanguine. Sanguine. Slowly going mad. Sanguine Sanctum. Sangworm. Sanguine Bond, a real one. Sangro. Sanctum, Sangro. Yep, good. Brewer, Benjamin Cortina. Everyone's here. Hi, people. Thanks for stopping in. Thanks for saying hi. Just found out Liam's got the Rona, which is very boring for him. So I hope everyone else is feeling good and whole and hearty. Sakashima of Sakashima's Will, Saka Tribe Elder, Scout. Sigh, all size, deep size, RSS, great. Sage of Hours, Sage of Latnam, Sage of Hours, Sage of Mysteries. Brewer, thanks again. I know I've thanked you like 3 times already, but thanks again for putting me onto Chester. It's fantastic. If anyone else wants, if anyone else enjoys old computer role-playing games like Ultima Underworld and Eye of the Beholder, check out the CRPG Addict blog. It's run by this guy whose pseudonym is Chester, and he writes very droll, dry reviews of playing through the games. And it saves us the trouble of having to play these games again, because sometimes it's pretty clear that he goes through a lot of like trial and error and not small detail, a small amount of distress, trying to get old games to run in like DOSBox and what's Slime? I can't remember what the other one's called, but regardless, he does. And he does it for us, and it's great. And he's well worth a look at. Safi. I'm going to sort these together by style as well. FE, safe. Safi. Sadistic. Sacred. Sabertooth. Okay. That's SA. So the other issue I realized that I've got is because I've been a little bit, I want to say unhygienic, but that's not the right word. I haven't been as careful about sorting, about where I put these when I finish sorting them, and so I'm gonna end up with, oh, maybe I'm close. Like that's SE, That's SC. So that's SA. And I don't know that we have any SBs, right? So, or SDs even. That's pretty good. I keep putting some dividers in between. He's fun. He's at the era of games that I've played. Some of it's really interesting. Yeah, exactly right. And like some of it rings little bells for me too. Like I remember starting some of these games and I didn't get remotely as far through them as him. Like he's done so well with some pretty questionable games. And it just the dry takes on things are great too. SMKL Kato. A wild Kato appeared. And I've drunk the last of the coffee, so I'm probably in trouble. There's no chance of you being on camera over there. No, it's all here and here. No. So I don't know. Are we allowed to, I feel like that's a word that we ought to find a better word for. I agree, but I think it's just a word. Brewer and I were talking about it the other day. I don't know if it's...
It does.
So,
I guess because those created based. Yeah, it's definitely a charge.
yeah. But I feel like there's got to be a...
I mean, you don't want to, over blah. Own that. Like, not anymore.
You will be soon.
It will be soon. Yeah, excellent. Keep investing.
Brewer says hi.
Hi, Brewer.
Shielsy's got Rona.
That means he's at home.
It's real. Look at that.
Where is the camera?
Right here.
Oh. Tiny.
Yeah.
Everything else around here.
Small. Look, I've been told good things come in small packages, so I don't know. I feel like making something fun of something just for its size is...
Shut up.
So... Yeah, I feel like there's got to be a better word for something that's cobbled together to make the best of a situation. And Benjamin Cortina says hi too. BDC, he was one of our regulars back in the day. He's good value and a lovely person. He's the fellow I was telling you about whose children wake him up each morning by climbing on him and asking geography questions. Like first thing in the morning, Dad, what's the capital of Guatemala?
We have more too?
Perhaps. Sky Sovereign. Sky Cat Sovereign.
I got you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Didn't like the noise his nose was making because it was blocked. Right.
Mommy, I don't like
that I'm making.
Yes.
Right.
With my
Okay. Look,
That's my problem at 3 a.m.
In his defense, I make a lot of noises that I don't like. Mostly the ones that come out of my mouth.
Right. Just like, ruins all your recording.
Spitting all over it?
Yeah.
That's fine. Yeah, Ben saying my kid is still doing it. Yep.
Yeah. Everyone hasn't discovered the rest of the world. He asked me a question and immediately started listening. Just said no, and then told me. And I was like, "Why did you ask me if you already knew the answer?" And the dude behind me, who I thought had earphones, yeah, and he's just gone. Yeah, don't have kids.
That's it. We exist as a warning to others. So many skies. Skiergard. Skem skier. Skirk. Okay, sky's clearly got to get sorted by itself over here. There's got so many one-of sky words. Skophos. Skophos, Scholar, Skewer, do it. Goodbye. Sky Shroud Claim. Stretching. Skemfire. Skithrix. And then more skies. Okay, Skyline, Sky. Okay, Sky's probably just going to be a pain. So we'll get through it. It'll be okay. Bear with us. Bear with us. Sky Sovereign. Sky Scourer. Sky Line. Sky Shroud. Poacher. Sky Shroud Claim. Sky Terror. Sky Clave. Squid. Skyclave Geopede. Skyclave Relic. Skyline Despot after Cascade. More Despots. Okay. Sky Cascade. Skyline. Skyclave. Clave. Cloud. Hunter. Sky Cloud, Sky Diamond, Sky Cat. Oh.
Invitation.
It says Oberon.
It says Oberon.
That's so adorable. This is his second party invite since he started Kinder. This one's got texture. That's pretty lovely. If only I wasn't a shut-in, I might take him to some of these. Sky will be the first test of your spaces don't count resolve. Yeah, I got through it without wincing once. I thought about it at one point. I did a little, but we got through it. Skull Crack, Skull Prophet, Skull Clamp, Skull of, Scred, and then we're going to go over to the SKOs, which I put to one side. Schola Scophos, and then we are into Skithrix, ITIR, RST, Skemfire, Avenger, Elder Hall, Shadow Sage, Skewer the Critics, Judge. Oh no, we're doing SK. It's alright, relax. I did this before. I was like, this isn't right. Why are the E's and I's and A's in here? Because we're on to the third letter. Skewer goes after Skemfire. You can't alphabetize for shit, kid. Skemfire, Skewer. That's better. Skeletonize, Skargan. Skargan. We've got there H, I, J, K. Okay, so I think then the next thing to do, I, J, K, H, and then P, L, M, N, Q, Y. Yeah, all right. I think we've got it. So, what am I thinking? I'm thinking that I'm going to make this the S box, just to make our lives a bit easier. It means all the R's need to come out of here. And R is going to be our next project anyway, so fine that it's big stacks. And go. I think that's right. Not right, it'll have to. It's close. So many. Great thing about stacks. There are all the R's. There's a promo for you. Stack on stack. S I J. 10. That means if I make a mistake, I'll be more readily able to SE. E, F, G. Yeah, they're not perfect. F. H, E. Okay. And then H, I, K. Cool, 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 cool. Okay. S, K, and then we can go S, L. Okay. Should give us a little bit of an Xbox 360. Grab snow. Discovered one of our hidden commands. Okay. S-Box, yes. Ain't no party like an S-Box party. Ain't no party. Right. Shuffle myself around again. Get a little bit more comfortable in my incredibly uncomfortable stool. Stool, S-L. So we've got U-I-A. Can't spell slaughter without laughter. Slitherwisp. I really enjoyed playing this card. I don't know if the card was actually good, but I really enjoyed playing it. When you got it to work, just love it. Sliver. The slivers clearly just go together for the moment. They can all get sorted separately, given that most of these are going to be slivers, right? Bogles. Bogles, Slaughter Pact. Clip through space. Bog Bonder. You're not a bogle. A lot of cards for challenging the old Lisperoony. Every fucking horse with an S in his name. Slumbering Slurk. All ingesting. They're the same card? Of course they are, because wizards. Slumbering Slurk. Sliver is next after... Yep, okay. So we've got Construct. We've got Hive Lord. We've got Legion. Overlord. Hive Lord. Many Hive Lords. Make light work. Hive. Hive, hive, hive. And then back to Construct. Okay. Sliver. Slumbering. Slippery Bogbinder. Slippery Slip. Oh, now, hey. Sorry, Slip Through Space actually goes after Slippery. Because it's SP. Here's another one. Oh, it feels dirty. PTSD. Wait, that's a different thing entirely. This goes after as well. What am I doing with my alphabet? Because it's slit. PUV. Slither Blade. Slither Wisp. Okay. Easily fixed. Sleep of the Dead. Slay-ing. Slay-er. Slay-er. Slay-ing. Slaughter. UV. WXY. Okay, that's SL. Alright, I feel like we're in a bit of a rhythm now. It does massively help that these piles are so much smaller. Wrecked. That feels like a larger reaction than is required. A lot of emotion. There's a lot to unpack there. I do feel a little bit like someone's been waiting, lying in wait for that exact moment. the new system. Of course, it's going to take me a little bit to get used to. Mother. You can't smell. You can't smell. You can't spell mother without smother. Smitten swordmaster. Okay. Smuggler. Smothering abomination. Speaking of mothers. Smothering tithe. Smouldering marsh. Smouldering. Smokestack. Smitten. Smiting. Smallpox. Smashed to smithereens. I feel emotive today. That's the way to be. Feel it. Speak your truth. Tell us what you really think. By all means. I'd like to think that this is a place where people can speak their minds and be heard. Okay. Forest, island, mountain, plains. Okay. Swamp. Snuff out. Snapcaster. Snake. Snap Dax. Don't snap my undies. Sneak. And then more swamps. Oh, snowfield got in there. Snowfield is after snow covered. That's swamp. Okay. Snow snuff. Sneak, snap, dax, snake, umbra. Now, are these over here because we already did them? I feel like they are. Yeah, didn't we not already do these? Sol, Devi, Solemnity. No, Soa. No, okay, these are not yet done. Boo. Boo. Looks like we're making a bit of an impact at the quad, which is nice. I feel like Penny Wong being foreign minister is going to be fantastic for Australia. I think it's a real opportunity for us to be seen and heard and all of those wonderful things. Solemnity, UVW. Solemnity, Solemn Simulacrum. R. So many spyglasses. Put all the souls together. That's not right. Soul, somber. Yeah, MNO. Yeah, cool. Cool. Souvenir snatcher. Rude. That's you. That's fine though, because it goes after soul. So deal with it. It's gonna be alright. Soul of Eternity. That's kind of how I feel about this job. Sower of Discord. Solar Blaze. God. There was a little kid called Blaze when I used to work at Card Heaven. He was one of the Yu-Gi-Oh kids. He was an incredibly big fan of himself. One of those kind of uber rich kids. Like his mum would drop him off at the shop in the morning, give him $100 note, and say, "I'll see you at 4 o'clock," like we were some kind of daycare center. It was amazing. Soren, Soulfire Grandmaster. Sower of Discord, Soing, Sower of Temptation. Easy game. Souvenir Sovereign, UV. Then we've got all the souls. Soul FG, Soul FE, Soul Blade, Soul Flayer, Soul Snuffers, Soul Snuffers, Soul Shatters, Soul Scar. There's definitely an issue with semantic satiation when doing this. Soul. Yeah, like Soul Scar doesn't go there at all, right? Soul Scar goes here. Soul Flare, Soul Scar, Soul of. Soul Diviner does go there. EFGH. Soul Fire, Soul Flayer, Soul Herder. Soul of Eternity. Soul Herder, Soul Mender. Soul Warden. Soul Snuffer, Soul Strike. Soul Blade, Soul Collector. Soul Herder. Soul of New Phyrexia. Soul Herder. Soul Flayer, Soul Guide. Soul Bright. Soul of Innistrad. I went back and looked over some of my automated closed captioning for these, and the poor robot, poor thing. I mean, it's trying its best, but I am spouting a lot of nonsense words and kind of mumbling half of them. And yeah, it does. The robot does its best. Soul of Ravnica. There we go. So Sorin, Sorceress. Sooth. Name. Song of Creation. Song of Freyalise. Somber Hoverguard. What a beast of a card. Probably pretty good friends with Sol Ring. Soul of Blaze. Surprised we haven't got more Solemns. But like not too surprised. Soldevi Excavations. Yeah, okay. Something about that just doesn't feel right. SOL being the first S. Yeah. SOL. Okay, and then we get these bad boys from over here, which are the SPs. Solemnity isn't very fighty. Robots try very hard. They do. They do. They just do very try hard. I watched a series called Better Than Us on Netflix. It was okay. It was a bit slow to start, but you know, it was alright. And solemnity is a word to describe someone in a game where everything is battling. Yeah, yeah. Silent Arbiter is probably a better sort of fit for that sort of robot, right? Someone who's like, let's just ease up a bit. Stabilizer. But yeah, better than us. It was okay. It ended kind of weirdly. Squee, Squirrel Mob, Squirrel Wrangler, Goblin Nabob, Squee the, Squirrel, Squee the, Squah, Squee, 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 Squad. Not very fighty. PQ. Okay, and then we've got SRAM in a group all by himself. RST. It's these ones over here. T. More dividers. But yeah, anyway, watching this Russian show, it was basically the premise was, what if there was a robot that didn't have Asimov's three rules, and they were literally called Asimov's three rules as well, which is kind of nice. UVW. So UV. I've got W and Y to go, and then that one can go in the end. Now this is a piece of artwork. Holy shit. This is such a great piece of artwork. Really, really like that bit of artwork. Did that? W. Luckily SW is mostly swords to plowshares. And other swords. Sword of light, sword of the, sword of body, sword of fire, sword of cauldron, sword S. Sword, 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 sword. Swift. Sword, 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 swash. Swift. Sweltering. Does anything that's not sword just get sorted separately? Sworded? Sworded separately? Sword of the. Sword, 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 sword. This is the way we sword the cards, sword the cards, sword the cards. This is the way we sword the cards. Early in the morning. So we can at least like try and do these as we go rather than have to retouch them again. Sweltering. Sweltering, 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 sweltering. Watch as one human slowly goes mad. Swiftfoot swords. Swash, swift, swiftfoot. That's a lot of S words. It is indeed. Sweet gum recluse. Sword of body and mind. Swarmyard. Epi de tenebres. Ente lumina lumiere. Tenebrae. Such a great word. Shadow. I mean, it's no crepuscular, but it's up there. Okay. Sword S. Nice easy sort there. Sword of the P. Sword of the A. Sword of K. Sword of L. Probably goes after K, let's be honest. L, K. No, it doesn't. KLM. KLM. Swift foot. Swift reckoning. Sweltering. Sweltering suns. Swan song. Warm. Sweet. Swarm. Shambler. Swarm yard. RS. Swarm yard. Swashbuckling. Okay. SY, and then we've got SZ, and then we are done with S. Which, let me see. We ended up with 5 boxes. Didn't quite fit in all of them, but that's, call it 20 rows, 5,000 count rows. S had to be So 2 of them be 10%. S had to be 15%. Where do I put specialty tokens like Marit Lage, Tuk Tuk, Kuldra Being, even the Planeswalker emblem and the rest? Is it also alphabetically sorted? Great question. So, yes, is the short answer. All the tokens go into, in fact, I have over here the token section. It's not sorted currently, but it will be. So there's a Marit Lage token as we speak. And City's Blessing. Emblems ought to be here. There we go. There's a Jaya emblem. And oftentimes what we would do with planeswalkers that create an emblem, like you might remember we saw with that Jace that we sorted a little while back. There's a Monarch. So if there's a Jaya emblem, oftentimes what we would do is we would put it in the back of the sleeve with the planeswalker itself, so that anyone getting that planeswalker would also get the associated token. And generally we would keep, like, a lot of tokens just went into the chaff boxes as essentially just unsellable bulk, but we would keep unique tokens and like drakes and things like that. They're a little bit harder to find, but people still made a few of, and anything that people would make armies of. So goblins and zombies, things where people needed bulk. And because oftentimes you would then run into, not only do they want 20 zombie tokens, but they want them to all be a specific zombie token. They want, whichever one they want. Like the basic land distinction, a lot of players have a specific piece of artwork that they like. And I'm trying to remember. I think the tokens, especially those bulk tokens, used to go in like a 3,000 count box so that we could put it on the counter and let people dig through it. It was one of those ones where, like, what even though they were sorted, it wasn't worth sort of policing it. You have to trust people at some point. Otherwise, life is just too, I was gonna say boring, but just too difficult, right? Being on edge all the time, being on naps, synchronous, being on alert all the time is exhausting. Being one of the things that I learnt in therapy, which I strongly recommend to anyone who hasn't tried it yet, get amongst it. It's great. Was that because I moved around so much as a kid, it ended up that, so just to step back a bit, humans will shortcut a lot of deep thinking. So if we, what's a good example? I mean, I'll just use like the example that like, so that there's, I can't think of a good example. If you live in a neighborhood all your life, which neighbors are which, when new people move in and out, that certain side streets are safe to cross, that other streets, cars tend to hurtle down, and to be a little bit more aware when you're there. But otherwise you can generally kind of relax in the area. And then what I was taught was that because I'd moved around so much, a lot of that that shortcutting of is this safe or not just simply wasn't done, or couldn't be relied upon, and so needed to be retested every time. With the result that I did end up on kind of high alert for too much of the time. And that's to my detriment in a lot of ways, because that then becomes a deeply entrenched mental process. The human mind is very good at patterns and habits, and so when those patterns and habits get kind of deeply ingrained, the silver siphon mind, syncopate, it becomes incredibly hard to break them, to unlearn. Synco, Sylvia, synapse, Sylvanger, trying, offering, messenger, caryatid, bounty. There we go. Sig River Guide, Sig River Cutthroat, SYG, SY is in the bag, SZ tops it off, and that is our S-Box 360, all done. Looking for unhinged or unglued goblin tokens. So I see, there you go, right? So there's a person that wants specific tokens, wants tokens from a specific set. They're all gold, silver, token, tokens got sorted out. So unhinged or unglued. Rico. Sorting tokens sucks ass because of the. Oh yeah. Oh no! Don't tell me that. Is there a Is there a definitive front? Yeah. Okay. The side with the I guess when there is one, the side with the hologram is the front. Ugh, that's pretty gross. Unhinged. Now, unhinged are the old ones, right? And unglued, they're the really old ones. They're the good ones. They're worth money, right? Pretty confident I'm not going to have any of those. What the fuck? Is that a join the dots? Well done, wizards. The Thopter art on the back of the Thopters is nice. Oh, that's... See, that I can get behind, right? Where you've got your foil tokens, but rather than being double-sided tokens, they've got full art backs on them. That's nice. Yeah, I haven't seen any of this stuff. My thinking would be that if we're talking about the old non-foil tokens, that they would be pretty highly sought after and hard to find. Got Salamander Warrior. Salamander Warrior? Nope, you just got to suck it up. Well, then I would probably put the onus on the person trying to find the tokens, for them to know what the backs of their tokens might look like. Does that make sense? So like if I wanted shard tokens, then it's up to me to know that shards have potentially X, Y, and Z on the back. Because I guess that's the other thing, right? Are they, like, how many variations are there? Like if there's a Thopter token, does it always have a Goblin token on the back? Or like, I mean, use an actual example. So like that Merfolk, does that Merfolk always have a treasure token on the back? And then if so, then someone looking for treasure tokens would need to also look through the Merfolk tokens. And I mean, they must have to a degree, right? Because it's a fixed sheet. Both sides are fixed. It's not like they're going to be randomized. Dinosaur. No, they're all treasures. Lamentably, no. They get varied sometimes. Good on you, wizards. Different sheet distributions in different languages. That's the way to go. So, folks, we're coming up on our hour. I have finished S, and I'm of no mind to want to start another letter just now. R is substantial. I can see R in front of me. R is substantially smaller than S, so that'll be good. And we can go from there. I'm going to make another jug of coffee. I just got here. I'm trying to get the backlog of streams back up on YouTube too. So, and they'll have going forward, they'll have that chat box just right here. Hi, in the corner. So I'm hoping that was somewhat easy to read. I'll fix that up as we go. I'll keep trying to tinker with it. Getting a set is the common things on the backside. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. I mean, it's a good use of space, right? Literal design space to, instead of those advertising cards, put something decent in the packs, and we'll go from there. Otherwise good. Irksome. Just the way you like it. So, what have I got to say? It's Wednesday. Aurora's got a curriculum day today, so she's here. So I will go and spend some time with her. We might do some crafting this afternoon and try and make a few things. But I know I'm technically only at like the 57 minute mark or something, but I'm gonna call it here. So Brewer, thank you once again for reminding me that it's end and not stop, so that when I speak to my robot in a moment, I will get the correct command, so it does what I'm supposed to do. BDC, thank you, always a pleasure. Rico, sorry you only caught us at the end, but like I said, they're going up on YouTube, so hopefully you can see them up there. Thank you, Rick, much appreciated. Brewer, a pleasure as always. Liam, I hope you're feeling better. You poor duck. Just hideous. And all of you lurkers, it is end. Yes, indeed. Yep. I thought it was stop, but why would I choose an S word when I've got this fucking lisp thing going on? So yeah, much appreciated. Take care. Stay hydrated. Please end stream. Did it work? Who knows? I'll go check the other end, because I, of course, having learned that I can make the robot put a command in, I didn't do it for the end stream either, so I still need to figure that out. No good, no bueno. Please end stream. Maybe I'm just not enunciating clearly enough. I'll have to end it manually.